This family at Masese Island in Mukono district, eastern Uganda, is in grief after receiving news of the death of their daughter, Sawia Alikoba, aged 20, in Saudi Arabia. According to the family, Sawia reportedly met her fate after drowning in her employer's swimming pool. Although the family is crying to have the body of their child repatriated, they are hesitant to believe the cause of death. It is emerging that most migrant workers leave the country with the help of labor export companies, who are in fact middlemen. This is what Sawia's mother was told when she asked the labor export company to speak to her daughter's employer in Saudi Arabia.
The export company told me they have to call another person, and that other person has to call another person until they get to the actual employer.
The family says Sawia left the country to look for capital to start a business back home. Her story is one of many cases that have dominated headlines.
We don't have such a bill called the anti-slavery. We have since gone back to the drawing board because of the decision of the Speaker, and we are going to look at this bill afresh.
Consequently, Uganda Human Rights Commission, human rights lawyers, Office of the Director Public Prosecution, the Association of External Recruitment Agencies, others have met in Kampala to discuss what they call a comprehensive law that would make provisions for the prohibition of slavery, servitude, and forced or compulsory labor. The current law, they say, make it difficult to prosecute the crimes.
We can come up with one law which is really helping all the Ugandans who work in and outside Uganda.
Receiving country is one benefiting more from Uganda, by the way, because they need people to work. So if that country, if the receiving country is genuine, okay, let it allow to have bilateral arrangements to which all these ones are stipulated. That we are bringing Ugandans, we are only changing by the way of space and environment, but the same regulations should apply.
We would like to have a migration labor policy. Once you have a policy, it guides all the players to understand that Uganda agrees to people traveling abroad for work. Uganda agrees to having bilaterals where necessary. And then you have all the players in there knowing their laws, knowing their regulations, knowing their obligations, and knowing their rights.
Unless stronger laws are in place and implemented well, government will be vindicated. Not even police rescuing victims can take away the problem.
These 6 victims were on the verge of being trafficked out of the country on the 26th of February 2022. That was at around 4:15 a.m.
When you see what is happening to our children, it makes you believe there is conspiracy to kill those children. Government collects money from these children going abroad. Why can't they close the companies?
Amidst the push for stronger laws, stakeholders say there is need to deal with youth unemployment, the underlying reason behind the influx for export labor migration. Young people are so desperate to the extent that they have lost any care of doing due diligence. Edward Muhumza, NTV.